Hi, ladies. I just wanted to remind you that the men are getting increasingly more hostile because they can't pull the women they want. They're getting increasingly aggressive. Just wanted to give you a few anecdotal stories. So I think this was Friday. There was a pop-up that took place near my job. I went to the pop-up. The pop-up was already closed. As I was walking into the pop-up, before I realized it was closed, there were these two guys standing on the corner. As I was walking into the pop-up, I heard both of them say, like they were acting as if me walking into the pop-up was offending them. And then I realized the pop-up was closed, so then I left and I started walking to get on the subway. And as I'm walking to get on the subway, both of them started hissing at me and growling at me, literally. Now, you know when people do stupid stuff, they wanted your attention and trying to get a reaction out of you. So, of course, I proceeded to ignore them. But yeah, they actually did that. I know the men in general are getting aggressive with women in general because they can't pull the women they want. So they're basically throwing a temper tantrum. But for those of you that are new on my page, I'm also extremely tall. So when you're tall, you're used to people that wish they were tall getting nasty with you unprovoked, particularly men getting nasty with you totally unprovoked. Another time, this was maybe a few weeks ago, I'm walking down the street and this guy walks past me. He looked to be about average height. He walks past me, he was walking his dog, and then he screams at the top of his lungs, ah! Like screams it at the top of his lungs. The very first thing that I thought of was the Joker. And I'm like, these men are just becoming more and more unhinged. Like, I'm sorry that their romance situation isn't working out the way they want it to, but like a woman can't force herself to be attracted to you and you can't force her to be attracted to you. It is what it is. But that Joker-like behavior, I mean, I'm starting to see more and more of that, and it's always unprovoked. Sometimes people like to say, oh, well, what happened before this? Well, what did you say? Well, what did you do? No, this is things that are happening when I'm like walking down the street minding my own business. I have a few other stories like that. And other stories of women in New York City who have had men get nasty with them unprovoked have showed up on my timeline as well. I know this is happening all over the country, but the men are just getting increasingly aggressive. So I get that they're frustrated, but like I said, they don't want to be with women that they don't find attractive. Well, women also don't want to be with anyone that they don't find attractive. We can't make ourselves like someone. You can't make someone like you. It is what it is. Anyway, stay vigilant, ladies.